Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something every dreamer, creator, and doer faces: failure. Yeah, that thing we all try to avoid. But what if I told you that every failure is actually a step forward? Sounds crazy, right? But stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see that failure isn't the end of your journey. It's proof that you're walking the path. Let's break it down. First, ask yourself this: why does failure hurt so much? It's because we care. Because we had a vision, a goal, a dream, and when it doesn't work out, it feels like we're not enough. But here's the truth. Failure doesn't mean you're not good enough. It means you had the courage to try. Think about that. Most people are too scared to even start. They stay stuck in comfort, never taking risks, never growing. But not you. You tried. You showed up. You put yourself out there.
And yeah, maybe you fell. But falling means you're moving. Every person you admire, every athlete, artist, entrepreneur, creator, has failed. The difference? They didn't stop. Michael Jordan, cut from his high school basketball team. Oprah, told she wasn't fit for television. Walt Disney, fired for lacking imagination. Can you imagine if they had given up after failing? Failure is not a dead end. It's a detour, a lesson, a test of how bad you really want it. Every time you fail, you gain something: experience, resilience, knowledge. You learn what doesn't work, which brings you closer to what does. And here's the crazy part. You can't get to success without failure. It's part of the journey. It's a checkpoint, not the finish line. So, the next time something doesn't go as planned, pause, breathe, then ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Because failure is just feedback. It's life saying, okay, not this way, but keep going.
Let me tell you something important. You're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience. You've already grown. The person you are today, stronger, smarter, wiser than the one who started. And that's why you're a step closer. You're closer to the breakthrough, closer to the win, closer to becoming who you were meant to be. Remember, progress isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet, it's messy. It looks like falling on your face, then getting back up anyway. You don't fail when you fall. You fail when you quit. So don't quit. The world needs what you have: your vision, your story, your voice. Keep moving, keep growing. Keep failing forward. Because every no brings you closer to your yes. Every stumble brings you closer to your stride. And every failure, it means you're a step closer.
Let's talk about something real today. Something raw. Something that everyone faces no matter how talented, smart, or hardworking they are. Failure. It's a word that hits hard. It brings feelings of shame, frustration, and disappointment. It makes us question ourselves. It makes us want to quit. But what if I told you that failure is not the opposite of success? It's actually part of success, a necessary, unavoidable, powerful part. Most of us grow up thinking failure is something to avoid at all costs. We're taught that mistakes are bad, that falling behind means we're not good enough. But the truth is, that mindset is a lie. The people who reach greatness, they're not the ones who avoided failure, they're the ones who embraced it. Let's go deeper. Failure is feedback. It's information. It tells you, this way didn't work. Try another. It sharpens your approach. It builds your grit.
Look at Thomas Edison. He famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Imagine failing 10,000 times before getting it right. Would you keep going? He did. And because of that, we have the light bulb. Or consider J.K. Rowling, rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. If she had given up after the first rejection, we'd never know her name. Failure is the price of admission for achieving something great. Let me ask you something. When a baby is learning to walk and they fall, do we call them a failure? Of course not. We cheer them on. We say, "Get up, try again, you're learning." But somewhere along the way, we forget that. We grow up and suddenly we think falling down means we're weak. No, falling down means you're becoming.
Here's something to think about. Every time you fail, you're collecting data. You're learning about your limits, your strengths, your flaws, your focus. You're learning how to pivot, how to endure, how to sharpen your tools. You're learning how to fight for what matters. You see, success isn't this straight line that goes up and up and up. It's full of zigzags, drops, dips, spirals, and setbacks. It's messy. But every setback has value, if you choose to see it that way. You're not supposed to be perfect. You're supposed to be progressing. Now here's something important. When you fail, people may laugh. They may doubt you. They may say you're wasting your time. Let them. Because what they don't see is your next move. They don't see the lesson you just learned. They don't feel the fire that's building inside you. They don't know that you're actually leveling up.
Every failure is fuel. It's proof that you're not standing still. It's proof that you're chasing something most people are too afraid to even try. Do you know how powerful that is? You had the courage to bet on yourself. You had the guts to take the leap. And maybe you landed flat on your face, but you landed. You were in the air, you were flying. That's more than most people can say. Let me hit you with a hard truth. You will fail again. You will make more mistakes. You will have moments where it feels like everything is falling apart. But those moments, they will shape you. Because strength doesn't come from winning. It comes from struggle. It comes from showing up even when it's hard. It comes from refusing to give up when everything in you wants to quit. Success is a mindset. And part of that mindset is understanding that failure is not personal. It's part of the process. You're not failing, you're training.
The grind before the glow-up, the test before the triumph. You've made it this far. You've already survived everything you thought would break you. So don't stop now. You're closer than you think. One more attempt, one more lesson, one more shot, and maybe, just maybe, that next step is the one that changes everything. So keep going, keep trying, keep failing forward. Because failure doesn't mean you're behind. It means you're a step closer.